time. Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Free Agent Franchise Rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. Year number 2 is coming to an end today here, as last episode was the regular season finale, where we didn't do very well, and we ended up finishing in last place in our division, 11-21, our record, but we were not the worst team in the league. We were the third worst team in the league, so... this pretty bad year, going from a 500 team last season all the way down to an 11-21 team. So we went from 16-16, we regressed down to 11-21, despite adding some really good free agents last season in Schaefer and Phenomeno. Unfortunately, things just didn't work out that well for us, as the team just never really gelled properly, and it aged as well, so... yeah, that was something else going on for us, and our older players just couldn't handle the workload and put a lot of pressure on our stars, and they weren't able to carry the entire team, unfortunately. Not like in some cases, but in this case, they all fell apart in glorious fashion. Hey, Scootsy, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Hopefully your day's been going well. Here we are. Off-season is upon us. So we did get and for recaps, for those who missed it, the Sawteeth ran the table as the bottom seed of the entire playoffs. They went all the way to the end, pulling off a reverse sweep against the Sandcats in the semifinals to defeat the Beewolves in the final series, 3-1 in a 4-game playthrough. So the Super Conference has 2 titles to our Mega Conference's 0. See you later, doggo. I really hope so. He really needs to fucking retire. He's 41. But yeah, so I did get a notification from management before we started this stream. They have decided to lift the roster move embargo for this offseason, so we are now allowed to release whoever we want, but they have a few suggestions. Number 1, our budget cannot go below $10 million. It has to be between 10, ideally they want it between 10 and 20 million. We're aiming between 10 and 16 million. We also need to make a consistent effort to get younger in the organization, aiming primarily for free agents 26 and younger. And the final stipulation is if a two-way player is generated, there's 2 actually. If a two-way player is generated, because of how well Norm did last season, which he didn't do very well, but they love the idea of having a guy who can play basically the entire infield and the starting be a pitcher as well for us, whether a starter or reliever. We have to sign any two-way players that are generated. And the final stipulation is if there is a star player available, we need to grab one of them to try and make this team more competitive. Now, they are willing to go with older players on the roster if they managed to prove themselves last year. I think the only 2 people who qualified for that were Vender Hawkins and Armando Ganutz. And between the 2 of them, Ganutz I'm probably willing to keep because he's a solid reliever. Hawkins, though, is regressing, so I'm hesitant to bring him back, but maybe we can find a way to keep him as, say, a bench option. Possibly. We'll see. Let's jump to re-signing and see who retires and who wants out. What do we got? He didn't retire. Hato de la Dago is continuing to stay in the league. He will be back for his 42nd-year-old season, but Nomar Stubbs does retire. Oh, so Nomar decides to hang him up at the age of 34. Okay, that was a surprise. He retired. Hato did not. What the hell just happened? Well, Nomar was going to get released regardless if he did not retire, so I guess he saved me the trouble of having to tell him that to his face. Thank you for doing it for me, Nomar. Appreciate it. Hato can't quit. No, he can't. He is invested. And he's still apparently worth $5.1 million. I don't know how, but he is. He's actually worth 4.2. Okay. All right, so let's go through the team. We're going to start with the older players and then work our way down to the younger guys. So first up would be Armando Ganutz, worth 8.8. He's staying at 8.5. He only wants 8.5. That's a bit of a discount for us. I'm fine with that. Ganutz, if we check his numbers, he did really well, all things considered. In a pitching staff that was the bane of our existence this past season, he was the one shining light in the bullpen that got the job done when necessary. So, thank you, Armando. I appreciate it. Hato's here for the love of the game, indeed, but that is not going to be enough to save him. as much as I love the Billy Chapel reference. All right, so we will keep Almondo. Moving up to the next older player, Garth Givener. Hells no. No. Regressed, kept his ERA at a 6 and dropped to 1-3. Like, no, we're not doing that today. Yeah, so Garth is a no. That is an automatic fire. Get out of here. Next older player, Hato De La Dago. Although I love Hato, he has regressed down to a C+ from a B-. He's only worth 4.2. He's making 5.1. We are now overpaying him technically. I do not want him back. Plus, he didn't do anything last year. He hit $1.84. As much as I love your commitment to the bit, Hato, you're going to need to do it somewhere else. Sayonara. Walter did decently well, hitting 284, but I kind of want to get younger here in the outfield and on the team as whole as per management. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of him as well. Bender Hawkins going to be 36 next season. He only hit 275, and that's because he came on late at the end of the year really, really hot. But I don't think that's enough to save you, Hawkins. You've regressed as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to let you go. Yeah, I really thought Goff would have been better as well, but no, he just never put it together. Moving to Pooch, he's not actually old. Move on to the next older player. That would be, well, it would have been Nomar, but he's gone. Duder Eldorino. He has not done anything in this series, and he is not worth the headache to try and bring back hitting under 200. And he is the last older player on the team. So now we can move to the younger guys. Per the plan we had last season, Blinder we are going to let go. Blinder he did have a solid year, don't get me wrong, but he just hasn't progressed at all this series. He's actually regressed down to a C+. He was a B- when this series started, so that's not a good sign for me. I just don't think that's something we're going to be able to keep on this roster, so we are going to let him go as well. Moving up to Heimlich. Heimlich struggled this past season, but so did most of the pitching staff, so I'm not going to hold that against him. I see a lot of potential in this young man. I think he can be built into something special, so I want to keep him as well. Worth $5 million, asking only 4.3. 99%, I'm going to roll this, actually. I'm going to try to save as much money as possible here. Got it. There you go. Wise man takes the money because he knows he shouldn't be negotiating when his ERA last year was over 10. Hawkins was really hot at the end of the year. That's why I thought like he maybe earned a chance to come back. And then I looked at his numbers. I'm like, yeah, he didn't do as much this year. Granted, he was hurt for part of it, but still. He only missed like 4 games. So, you're not doing enough, man. It's not enough. Rakonda, again, was a victim of just being put into too many tough situations on a lack of rest. So she is still really good. She's a solid bullpen arm. I would love to keep her on the roster as well. She's worth $10 million, asking 9.3. We're all making 8.8. I'm going to roll this. It's 97%. This hopefully rolls in our favor. It does. All right, let's go. Saving money. Norm up next. Big Norm on the pitching side of things. He did all right. He pitched more than he did his previous year with the Crocodons as a starter primarily. Or for 1 game at least, but yeah. Brought him into situations when, it was kind of a tough situation, but hey, he did all right. He pitched decently. Moving to the offense, though, he did regress a little bit offensively, but then again, he was on a very bad team, so I can't really hold this against Norm. He just didn't have the support he should have had. Although his RBI total did go up, he did lead the team in RBIs, so he was driving in runs. The power went down, average went down, on-base percentage went down, and he just didn't have the backup behind, the cast behind him to support him when his numbers didn't match what he had his first season. So this is not on Norm. He'll be able to come back and prove it again. Plus, management absolutely loves the idea of a two-way player, so his job is safe for now. Keep him where he is. He's perfect. Moving to the other pitchers, Wagyu Takobi, again, really struggled this past season. It was just a combination of everything went bad. This entire pitching staff, it wasn't just one person. Everybody struggled except Ganuts and Norm, apparently. Both of them did well. Everyone else, not so much. It's either them or Schaefer. Like, out of those three, no one, like, had a good year. So, it's not just one person. She should be the star of the bullpen. I agree. Rakonda should be the star. See a solid rotation with these three guys. I would love to see it, too, and I think we're going to keep it that way. So, Jacoby, we're definitely going to bring back. I'm going to roll this. He should be fine. 97%. And we're golden. Perfect, Wagyu. Thank you for not making me spend more money. Rookie Wissel Schaefer. He did really well. He was the best performing starting pitcher this past season. 4-1. ERA should have been below 3, but his last start of the year, I pitched, and we got the fuck lit up out of us by the Buzzards. So it wasn't his fault that his ERA went above 4. It was below 3 for a majority of the season. So solid rookie campaign. I would love to have Wissel back. Worth 9.6, asking 9.4. Oh, it's 75%. Pay the man. Frago, 91%. Okay. 1-11. He's worth 11.7. Making 10.1. Management did say they wanted to stay young. That is true. 91%. I think it's worth a risk. Let's go for it, Frago. 99% loyalty. Yes, let's go. He wants to stay cheap one more year. Again, Frago, victim of, being forced to pitch way too many times. He was used 3 times as a reliever in the sim by the AI. That kind of just ballooned his numbers to high heaven. It wasn't his fault. All right, moving to offense. Pooch Ponderosa. I never find a way to get you on the field. You're just a waste of a roster spot at this point. So I'm going to release you now. Maybe you can pick up with another team and, do something for them, because here you're not getting any playing time. So, sorry. There's another outfielder off the board. Axel Torque, the one man in the outfield I can rely on to get shit done. Hit over 300 once again, matched his home run total from his rookie year. RBI total did go down a bit, but then again, our offense really struggled all year, and they didn't get a lot of runners on base. So, I'm okay with Axel coming back one more time, eh? What are you worth? 11. You're asking for 10.3. Pay the man. You got one boy, you're starting backseat gaming. Okay. Feel free. Welcome in, buddy. Hopefully it's been all right for you today. Nice to see you again. Moving on up to Caboosler. Goose just been such a big disappointment this year. He's not putting anything together offensively. Yeah, he's a great fielder. He hasn't made any errors in the field thanks to his utility trait, but come on, bro. At one point with Pinch Perfect, you're gonna run into something. You're gonna catch lightning in a bottle, right? Wrong. Hasn't done a damn thing with it. Such a disappointment. Summertime, you're free? Awesome, man. Love to hear it. That's right, because you walked the other day. Congrats, by the way. I'm gonna let Goose go. He's just not doing it for me. I know they want us to get a little bit younger, but the productivity is just not there, and we need to prove that this team can compete. We have 55 million. Buy someone. Hold on, we're getting to it. All right, who's up next? The big Yak. Actually, no, we skipped Yips. All right, so Yips is a toss-up for me, honestly. He's developed really well, going up to a B+. He still hasn't gotten rid of Wild Thrower, but we managed to mitigate that down to a Tier 1. He actually bumped up his RBI numbers. He doubled him from last year, matched his home run total from year 1. And he's gotten a lot of solid development. His average went down, but, that's because the team sucked this year. It wasn't his fault. It was a team-wide problem, and his hitting ratings are now solid. This is a guy we could rely on as a utility player. He's got coverage. I like it. What's he worth? He wants 8.8. Okay. Because he went up to 9.5. Okay. Ooh. Pay the man. All right, Asherbaum, what do you want from me? What do you got, Big Yak? All right, power numbers went down. Average went way up, though, for Big Yak. He hit over 300 for the first time in his career. RBI total about the same. It is a little bit down, but not by much. He actually managed to play every single game this year. Yeah, Big Yak becoming reliable there at second base. He is going to be 30, but he hasn't shown any signs of regressing right now. Only once 896. Hey, the man. Sebby, Big Sebs. We're going to keep offer you what you got, Sebs. I don't need to look at your numbers. I know you did fantastically once again for us. You're definitely staying. No worries about it on my end, Sebby. All right, moving to Camilla and Teresa. Teresa wants 12.7, only making 11.8. So this is where it gets a little tricky. Yes, Teresa has developed up to an A. What did she do last year? She hit 277. Decent hitter. RBI total's the same. Home run total's about the same. It's a little lower, but not by much. So this is probably what we get from her year in and year out, about a 270 hitter. Really good defensively. So she can catch by base runner stealing. But is it really going to be worth paying her $12 million? That is the question. I have to get a defensive option. That's very true. I'm going to roll this. I don't want to pay her any extra money. Let's see what we can do. 83 loyalty. She walks. Teresa walks. Okay. All right. Now, Camilla. 91 did not go in our favor, so she chose to walk. Okay. I see. I'm fair enough with that. Hold on. I accidentally hit a button. There we go. Accidentally hit the screenshot button. Anyway, moving on. You would drop Camilla. Okay. She is not a good backup. That is true. But now with Ketchum gone, she'd be the primary. Yeah, she doesn't have a strong arm. That is very true. She has developed well hitting-wise, but she did pick up RBI 0, which is a bummer. Fielding is decent, but not a good throwing arm. She doesn't run well. I know they want us to get younger, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, that is too much arm to develop. You guys are making solid points. Plus, she wants starter money, which is 8.6. She's asking to be paid more than what she is worth. No, I'm just going to have to cut you now, Camilla. You're going to have to walk. Okay, so that's the end of it. So we actually have 2 extra openings I didn't plan on having. I was planning to cut Dude. I was planning to cut Nomar, but thankfully he retired for me. I was cutting Goose. I was cutting Pooch, Vinder, Walter, and Hotto. And Garth was definitely getting cut. So was Blinder. These 2, Ketchum and Cuffingham, I wasn't planning on cutting, but Ketchum walked, and Cuffingham is a project, and we don't have time for projects anymore. RBI 0 does suck. I agree. I keep her if she was staying the same. I agree. She was just demanding way too much money. So we have 11 openings, 9 on the offense, 2 on the pitching side. Let's see what's available. Yeah, Ketchum, that one hurts. We might have to bring her back. We'll see. Oh, my fuck. Hurley Bender's available. Oh, my fuck. Well, ownership did say we have to go get a star. I think we found one. We also have Jock, Handley, Rowley, Alana, and Jackie. That bitch. Please let there be a 2-way player. I swear to God, if there is another 2-way player, I'm gonna fucking throw something. Because that's bullshit. Like, what are the odds? Alright, let's see. Is there a 2-way player? I'm gonna scroll all the way down. I'm gonna scroll. Thankfully, we only need to check one list. Let's see. Nothing yet. I'm not seeing anything. Red third base. They'd be at the very bottom. That's very true. There are no 2-way players. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Whew. Okay. Good. Okay, so we don't have to sign a two-way player, but they did want us to try and get a star player. And there are three. Javita Pulo, Alicia Woodrow, Hurley Bender. My God. Oh, you're right. We have to check. I'll check the pitcher side, too, just to make sure. I'm not seeing anything. Nothing yet. I haven't looked at any names, so I don't know what's coming past. All right, no two-way players. We're good. All right. Okay, one boy. So the rules from ownership are as follows. They lifted the embargoes, but we have to keep the budget between $10 and $20 million ideally, but they'll be fine with 16. We have to be consciously trying to go for a youth movement, getting younger players about 26 or younger. Let's see, what else? They said if there is a star, we have to try and bring in another star player to complement Norm. And what was the fourth one? And if any two-way players are available, we have to sign them. And yes, Hurley Bender is probably my favorite of these star options. So I think that would definitely fill the pitching staff side of things. It's going to be $20 million. So, all right, so we have $53 million. We're just going to assume we pay Hurley $20 million. Yeah, S tier, I think. S tier, they'll also be accepting an A+ tier if they're, like, younger. Or maybe someone like Angel Verde. I would classify Angel as a star. Like, A overall, 23 years old. Catherine French, 22 years old. Holy fuck, that's a wonderful rookie. Like, those I would classify as stars. Angel, my beloved. Oh, wow, Catherine French, my God. Stimulated too. You're Pookie? Oh, my God. All right, anywho. Let's back on track here. Let's start with pitching. We have less openings there. This should be easier to see. All right, so if the stars do not sign, let's be prepared. So we have Brooke Roland, B overall, but Meltdown. Ooh, you just scared me away. No. 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 Hells nah. Donk O, though. I'd be okay with Donk. I mean, Rotunda Black, K Collector, always a fan favorite. Vern Turnburner, my brother, you're back. Not as hard as I do for Jackman, but still a close second. What does Bender have for traits? Ooh, good question. Pick Officer and Elite Curveball. Oh yeah, we back. Werner Bergenberg. I'd be okay with Werner. Werner I like. Alika Mathis. Rookie? Question mark? Yep, rookie. Junk Baller. Okay. Decent pitch mix. Solid. Alright, so that's it, I think. Chug Bourbony maybe would be a stretch, but okay. Alright, that's the starting pitching side of things. Didn't he have K Collector? I don't know. I know he had K Collector back in SMB4. Ooh, offensive stars, that's true. We can go look at them as well. Let's go down to relievers first. So you still have Javito, we have Slip, we have Alicia Woodrow. They are older, though, so more likely to regress. Ooh, rookie A-, Carlos Pitts. Hello, hello, my friend. How are you? Jeffrey Jenkins. Developable. Stitch Grabowski is surrounded in the lead cutter. Surrounded's a bit of a pain in the ass. Jacob, not developing at all. Jeffrey, I would say Jeffrey would be worth a star, so would Stitch. Moving down further into the pitching staff, what else we got? Maverick Ali, Rally Stopper. Hello. Only 2 pitches though. Ooh, good thing I caught that. That would have brought me in there. Casey Hughes, developable. Interesting. Elaine Munstar and rookie Carl Craig. Ooh, specialist and elite four-seamer. You don't say, sir. What chemistry am I going for? That's a good question. I have no idea. I'm just kind of focusing on ages right now, and then we'll go back and check the chemistries to see what's available. There is Lawrence Wimp. No. Okay, we're good. All right, that's it for pitching. Let's move to the offensive side of things. Who are our stars? Jackie Slam, that bitch. Hanley Dexterez, okay. Jock Sports. Ketchum. I would say Ketchum's up there. Devin Godsendez. Okay. Enticing. Johnny Bags. Why is Johnny Bags just A-? He'd be a good right fielder, though. I ain't going to argue with that. Howie Caldetas developed to an A-. Oh, my God. Look at this guy. Mario Mustachio. Hey, now, wait a minute. The train numbers aren't accurate since so many left. That is very true. We do need to go back and look at that. All right, so that would be our stars right there. Let's go ahead and look at position. All right, so we know we need a catcher. We need 2 catchers, 1 defensive, 1 backup. Kevin Kim, yeah, that's a rough project right there. I don't know if I'm committing to that. Now, Evan Chukov, though, would be a good defensive backup option for Ketchum if we fail to get her. Camilla would then be the offensive one. There's Briggs U. There's our offensive catcher we're looking for. Kimmy Smoke. Aoshima. No, I'm not seeing it. That's about it. That's the weak catcher class. First pitch Slayer is goated. That is true. Plus, Chukov is a good defensive backup. I do like that. We did need a backup in case Ketchum did leave, which he did. Backup first base. Okay, Lincoln Stanley. That is a solid player. He would take away the starting job from Swolson, though. I have to keep that in mind. Dominic Hoover, power versus lefty and off-speed hitter. Godsendez. Peak physique. I just can't escape peak physique. He's still here. All right, moving down to second base. What do we got here? We have Big Yak at second, but we do need a backup infielder. That's very true. We do need a backup infielder. We have Norm, who adds a little bit extra layer there. Not a lot here at second base this season, I'm afraid. Annabella Stokes and Griffin Ariano. Yeah, this is a weak second base class. I'm not seeing it. And Huffley Butler, no. Just no. I like Chukov, too. Chukov's fun. Could get a better hitting trait. That's very true. He is young. He has the chance to get better traits moving forward. Moving to third base, Mario Mustachio obviously is the leap and above best option available. Trisha Lee also would be a solid young option at third base as well. I like that. Plus, she fits the crafty tier trait, which is what we had previously. And we saw how well that worked out for us. Spots Cordova, I would say, would also be a solid option as well. He is 27. That is pushing the envelope a little bit. Tyler Miller would be a decent backup, but that's about it. Hito Moonshada, he's a little bit too old at 30, although he is a good third baseman, I'm not going to lie. Hito is pretty damn good. All right, shortstop. Yips is our shortstop right now, but he can move around the field for us if necessary. So we have Merle Winters with off-speed hitter and base rounder. Arm is a problem. That's going to be a problem. Ronan Roberts, I like. Go on. Rodney Park, young option. Not a great hitter, but cannon arm is always a plus. Ham Slamus, my man. Got fastball hitter, okay. No, Goose. Sorry. Go away. And we have Jock and Hanley start already. Cannon arm at short. Rodney Park, he exists. Ronan looks good, and Rodney Parks is pretty solid indeed. There's also Chimo Gaspar, but he is 31, so I'm going to hang off on that one. What else we got out here? Left field. We do need a backup left fielder behind Torque, possibly. We got Huxley Burr. Contact versus righty. Okay. This is a project, though, so we need to be mindful of that. Eves Beal. I believe that's how you say that. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, Chief. Sports would be fun. That is true. Can you imagine sports in the lineup? Enrique Goyo, he can run. Okay, that's about it. Young, though. Flay Jones, he'd be a solid backup outfielder, though Noodle Arm is still here. That's a pain in the ass. Big country. Buck Swiner, my man. I always have a soft spot for Buck. I say Burr is the next best option for bench. Maybe Goyo. Jones, I'm going to have to pass. No. Not since the Charlie Lopez incident am I ever going to trust that man again. Another bench outfielder option, Pewter Waters. I like that. Good fielder. Developable in other areas and be a good pinch runner as well. Rays Rufo, he'd be a starting solid center fielder. Really? He's the next youngest center fielder. We just had to jump from 19 to 31. What the hell? Goyo, the crawfish kid. Did get first pitch prayer. Yeah, I would say Pewter is a solid backup option, but if we're going starter, Bo Belter is a liability in the field. And oh my God, he had whiffer. Ugh, no. Jackie Slam might be the signing here. Fuck. Am I really going to have to sign this bitch? Yeah, because I don't. We struggle with Willie Bacon. Thurman Colt doesn't do it for me. And Fungo Akiro, just no. Decent trades, but no. Oh, yeah, Arios reference. Got it. He had a pewter on the backup. That's right. I forgot. Oh, yeah. I knew that sounded familiar. Moving to right field. Okay, so we have Lyra Bradshaw, who can also play catcher. Hello. That is a nice rookie. Trip Corker. Not as good as Bradshaw, but passable. Howie Cowdy. I mean, I'd give him a shot. Vinny Vortex. No, I'm not feeling it. Alright. So we've done that. Let's go back to the team and let's go through who left. Okay, so we lost one crafty, one disciplined, one spirited, one scholarly, two disciplined, two spirited, two crafty, three disciplined, three crafty, two scholarly. Is that two scholarly or three? I think that's two. Bring in Bradshaw. Oh, he did have Goyo, and he was most known for blowing a bet for me? Oh, dear. Salmon Sports are the only star offensive options, in your opinion? Okay, fair enough. All right, so we lost Blinder, who had Rally Stopper. That's disciplined. All right, how many? Let's just go through one by one. So one disciplined, two disciplined. I think we lost 4 disciplined players. Yeah, 4 disciplined. We lost 1, 2, 3. 3 crafty players. So we are sitting right now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're down to 4 crafty players right now on the roster. We lost 1, 2 scholarly players, it looks like. And 2 spirited players as well. Okay, so spirited is down to 3. Discipline, we lost all of our discipline players. Yeah, we lost all 4 of our discipline players. So we have no discipline players on the roster. We're down to 1 scholarly. We're down to 3 spirited. And we are down to 4 crafty. We still have all 3 competitive players. So the competitive players are right. Durable or cannon arm. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting one. Let's go ahead and look. Cannon arm or durable. Okay. It's very rare to see, but we'll look. Pardon me. Looks like none of them have it. Yeah, no durable, no cannon arm for catchers. All right. So now traits. What do we lose trait-wise? 1 crafty, 2 spirited traits, 2 competitive traits, 2 crafty, 1 scholarly, 1 disciplined, 2 disciplined, 2 scholarly, 3 disciplined. We've basically lost all our discipline traits, I think. Except volatile. We have one discipline trait left. We lost a lot of our competitive traits of 1, 2, 3, 4. We lost all of our competitive traits. So we have 0. We have 1 discipline trait left. 1, 2, 3. We lost 3 crafty traits, so we're down to 5 of them. Scholarly is going to be a real headache. Spirited, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down to 2 spirited traits. We have no competitor traits left. We have 1 discipline trait left. We have 5 crafty traits left. And for scholarly, we had 10 coming in. We lost 1, 2, 3, sorry, 2, still at 2, 3. We lost 3 scholarly. So we have 7 scholarly traits. So it looks like right now we are geared towards scholarly and crafty as our traits. Traits, sure. Okay, so we are basically geared up right now as a scholarly team, so we should look to aim to sign scholarly players. Is what I'm seeing. That and crafty. It looks like crafty and scholarly is going to be our jam this year. Okay, sounds good to me. Shame, I know you want your spirited trait, Scootsy, but it doesn't look like it's in the cards. But we'll see what happens in this free agent signing period. Let's go ahead and sim a couple rounds here, see what happens. All right. First round, Tig Tantrum to the Sirloins, replacing Tish Ballin. Mashadong is immediately picked up for the Platypi. Okay. Uwanga to the Crocs. Seymour Sox to the Moonstars, replacing Dugout Fives. Okay. Never had that combo. I have to suffer. Fair enough. Round 3, we got nobody. Round 4, we got nobody. And round 5, we got nobody. Okay. So everybody's still here, for our targets anyway. Let's see what we got. Hurley is very close. He is 3 million off his target already. Jackie Slam is just under 3. So is Dexterez. Jock Sports is just over 3. He's actually the furthest away. Ketchum is 2 off of her target range as well. Angel is 3. Lantana is... I didn't even start Lantana. French is 3. Bourbony is about ready to sign, I think. In 1 or 2 rounds, I say Chug gets picked up. Do I like Chug enough to go after him? Not really, because he's a competitive player. I don't have any competitive traits on the roster, so it would be a dumb idea to go after him. Godsendez is scholarly. That poses a problem for Swolson. Did Blammo already regress? I don't know, actually. I don't even think... Is Blammo available? Let me check. Oh, yeah. He is not, is he? Blammo's not available. He's a free agent. Bender. Oh, Hurley. Where are you, my brother? Hurley, where'd you go, buddy? Hurley? He is disciplined, okay. But he has the crafty and scholarly traits. Oh, he just got signed? Or was that... It was Uwanga. So Hurley is disciplined, but he has the crafty and scholarly traits, so that's good. We can work around that if we do sign him. Turnburner's disciplined. Donk O is scholarly. Okay, Donk is putting up a fight for that spot, I see. Verde is disciplined. Catherine French is scholarly and would get stimulated later in games. Very, very tempting. I do like. Rotonda Black is scholarly. That's good. Turnburner, no. Donko is scholarly. Not Grapowski. Carlos Pitts is scholarly, the rookie long reliever. Liking that. Still go for Bender? Okay. Yeah, that's very true. Is she going to go that deep? Fair enough. All right, round 6. Round 7. Ooh, it's getting closer. I can feel it. I can feel it. What am I doing? What are you, 2 million? Round 8. Nobody. Nothing. Don't test the game. It F's you over. That's true. It does have a tendency to do that. We have many examples of that on the channel already. 1.4. Do we go again? Sign him now. Sign him now. All right, so if we do sign this, it's $21 million. That puts us at 52-1. Okay. That would fulfill the quota of signing one-star players, so that's good. Plus, I don't want to sign Jackie Slam. I hate Jackie Slam. Jock Sports would be the one we would give up, but he's disciplined. That's fine. As much as I would love Cannon Arm at shortstop, not fitting into the budget here. No, sign him. Sign him. Okay, we're going to make the splash. Hurley Bender, welcome to the Reapers. You are going to be the ace of this pitching staff. Take Givener's spot. Hopefully this is the move that'll bring us some wins. I mean, you can't pass on a 25-year-old S tier. You just can't. All right, so we're going to let's get rid of some players off this list then that we don't need anymore. Let's see. So we can get rid of, going up to the top, we're going to get rid of Jackie, Handley, and Jock. None of them, they don't fit our plans moving forward. Teresa Ketchum, I want her back. She's crafty. She will fit the bill. Angel Verde, we don't need him anymore. We filled the starting rotation. So, sorry, one boy, your number 2 will not be coming to the... This rotation is nuts. So, Angel will not be joining us. Catherine French, we don't need. Chug Bourbon, can get off the list as well. Let's just go to the starters, actually. That'll be easier. We don't need Rotonda Black. We don't need Turnburner. We don't need Donk O. Moving to relievers, though, we do still need them. We can get rid of Bergenberg as well. Although he would have fit the scholarly bill, that would have been nice. Mathis, we don't need them either. Okay, so that's all the starting pitchers gone. All right, now let's look at the actual players we're looking to get here. What do we got? What am I doing to myself here? That's a big signing. I'm really happy. Chukov, that's a good question. I was actually getting ready to check. Crafty, my man. And Briggs is scholarly. Ooh, okay. All right. I'm seeing the path forward. What are you asking? 7, 7, and 7. Ketchum wants 12. If we want to go budget, we could get Chukov as the backup for defense, and Briggs would be the starter for offense with a secondary defense as well. Cuffingham is disciplined. I know that off the top of my head. You could sign Camilla Chukov and then that right fielder Bradshaw. Why Bradshaw? What are we getting at here? Hold on. Is Bradshaw the one that plays catcher? Or are you thinking of the other one? Who is it? It is Lyra. Okay, yeah, Lyra. Oh, Lyra does play catcher, and she's scholarly. She does fit the bill, so does Corker. Not as exciting, but she is a secondary catcher. Oh my god, is she Hera's regen? She's the clone of Hera O'Wugliams. All good. I like what I'm seeing. Also, we don't need to get Johnny Bags. We don't need to get Howie Caldy. Now we can get rid of those stars. I'm keeping Rufo starred because he's really the only good center fielder out here, unless you want to put all your eggs in the basket of Jackie Slam or Bo Belter with the whiffer trait. I don't think so. I know Rufo is competitive, but, I mean, come on. It's Ray's Rufo. Oh, if only she had cannon armor. Who's not to say we can buy that? Who do we have in the outfield? Right now, only Axel Torque. We cut Hawkins, we cut Valter, we cut Ponderosa, and we cut Hato de la Dago. Right now, all we have is a left fielder. We need a starting center, we need a starting right, and we need a bench. Maybe even a second bench. Sign Hawkins back for cheap. That is a possibility. Vinder could be a backup now in this advanced age stage of his career. He did do pretty well at the end of last season. Plus, he'll have Little Hack, which will be max boosted, and he would help the craftiness. All right, I like the way you think. But we do have Pewter Waters, who is also crafty. Ooh, this is getting interesting. It's a battle. Granted, he's a weaker hitter, and he doesn't have the best arm, but he's developable. That is true. We do need to stay in the 10 to 16 zone. That is true. We can't buy every fresh-faced rookie we see, unless they're really cheap. Maybe Huxley Burr is becoming an option after all. He is crafty. I'll give him that. He is crafty. Goyo Scholarly. Because he's competitive. Pardon me. He's competitive. Roberts is scholarly. I like that. Winters is spirited. That's not as great. Rodney Park, disciplined. Ham Slamus, competitive. Tyler Miller, competitive as well. Cordova's competitive. Trisha Lee is crafty, though. Okay. Mario's disciplined. Eesh. We would have Dive Wizard, though, at third. That'd be pretty awesome. I like Ronan, too. Ronan looks pretty good. He'd be a solid backup for Yips. And he'd be a backup for Yacker as well. So I like Ronan. He's a solid player. Good power bat off the bench, too, if you think about it. We have a lot of exciting options here. And I think we make the list a little shorter. Let's go. Round 9. Okay. All right, hold up now. Hold up now. I see signings. So we fired the first shot, and they panicked. Why would we drop $7 million on a backup? That is true. Jovita Pulo signed to the Sirloins. Woodrow to the Sandcats. Godsendas to the Pigs. AVA to the Nemesis. Ooh, that's a move. Bourbony to the Jacks. Oh, Wylands lost their ace. Or secondary pitcher. But they replaced him with Slip Sauter to compete with Danny Diaz as the ace. I say that's an upgrade over Bourbony. All right, what are we looking at, folks? $7 million, 7-7, 13-7. Okay. Not quite there yet, guys. We've still got a few more rounds. Lincoln Stanley, disciplined, okay. Dominic Hoover, though, is crafty. Hello. How you doing, sir? Scholarly for physique. We know what he brings to the table. Trisha Lee could start at third base, but she's not a great fielder. Mario is a great fielder. Cordova, we got Miller, Moonshada. I'm not feeling Hito is crafty, though. He'd be a good starter, but he is 30. Winters, Roberts, and Park, Slamus. No one's really within striking distance of their price point, I would say. Oh, I didn't even check relievers. I don't think we're going to be able to afford Pitts. I think he's going to be too expensive. Jenkins would be an option. Okay. All right, not a lot of exciting options on the pitching side. Let's go one more. One signing, Hanley Dexterez. All right, round 11. Okay. There goes Ketchum. Okay. That was a risk. Moonshot is him for Loai. Fair enough. Rally Overa to the Sandcats. Ketchum to the Platypi. Jackie Slam to the Grass Eaters. Fitting. Stay there. All right, time to sign people. That's true. We did lose Ketchum. All right, what do we got? All right, so Chukov at 7-3. He's about there. Briggs U is about 7-7. I think we can go one more round. Let's go one more. Why not? I feel risky today. All right, there goes Carlos Pitts. We weren't going to be able to afford him, so that's fine. Gasser Morris. Catherine French to the Moonstars, replacing Slip Sauter. And they have to replace Turnburner. Keep that in mind. Cheyenne Hill to the Sandcats, replacing McGee. Chuck Filthwick. There goes Mustachio. Fair enough. Angel Verde, he's going to the Moose. Division rival of the Freebooters. The game just hates you. Ketchum was too expensive. Yeah. Lauderbury to the Sandcats. Stagcleave to the Sagcats as well. McWhale's released by the Sandcats for Bergerer. Moonstar for Moonstar. That's Jock Sports right there to the Moose. Ooh, Moose beefing up. Get Verde and Jock Sports. Okay. You fucking traitor. Angel, you traitor. Matt Gunn to the Nemesis. That's a bullpen move there. And Nori Miyoshi to the Sandcats. Sandcats were the buyers that round, it looks like. Okay. Now we consider it. What do we got? Chukov at 7-1. He is right there. He is right fucking there. Oof, it's going to be tough. Unless we spend the project money on Kevin Kim, I don't see a way we don't bring in you and Chukov here to compete for the starting job. I just don't see it. Maybe we sign them both now, and if we have to find some money, we can bring in Kevin Kim for one of them. But, this is tough. All right, what's your questions? A starter and a project. That is true. A starter and a project is more fun. And a starter and a project would probably be more believable as well. Offensive attributes? Sure. All right, so catchers go all the way down to Tabuli here. Let's see. Tough Lift is a good offensive catcher. 7 mil. He's crafty. 33, though. I know management wants us to have a consistent youth movement. Cuffingham's pretty good, too. Harry Backman, of course. God-tier offensive catcher. Hanky. Where is Hanky? Nate, where are you? 33. So basically, he's an older version of Kevin Kim, but Kim actually has a good arm. Kim would beef up Scholarly. That would be good for us. We do need that. Briggs U would also beef up Scholarly as well. Was looking for just the offense, true. Clover Buff would be good, but he's 38. Pedro Nixon's 30. Monstour's 34. Hank Hart's 39. Aoshima's 27, but you can't field. Kim and Chukov, you think? Briggs is too expensive? Okay. One boy, what are you thinking? Yeah, plus Briggs is already 26, so. Do we want a hitter? Okay. He is older, too. He is an older rookie. That is true. He is a rookie, right? Yeah, he's a rookie. Okay. So, do we want a hitter? Or a guy that can hit only on the first pitch? This is true. Naturally, you would say hitter. But Chukov is going to bring the defense to the plate as well. This is true. He is developable. It is a youth movement. He's at a good starting point. They do both bring defense. That is true. They are either way. One of them is going to cost upper $7 million. The other one's going to cost lower $7 million. So basically, it's like, what do you value more for the team? He is elite defender. That is true. We're talking elite arm, almost elite arm, and elite level fielding already. If you're going offense, get Hank Hart. First pitch prayer, anybody? So we get a guy who can't hit the first pitch. This is tough. I didn't think we'd have this many. I didn't think we'd have an actual tough time actually trying to fill this roster out, but we are playing within the restrictions, so let's see. Briggs. All right, well, let's keep this in mind for catching. Yeah, it's true. There's not many offensive catching options. There is Backman, but he can't field. Yeah, Backman can't field. Clever Buff is 38, and he can't field. Sam Perez can field, but he can't throw. What else we got? Aoshima's got big power, but again, can't field. Cuffingham doesn't have the arm. Tough Lift has fielding and the arm. 7 mil. Strauss. Ooh, Harmony. Where is she? 7.6. Worth what? She's crafty. Well, she's already below her price point. She's got the arm, but she can't. The fielding's not there, I don't think. McGee has the fielding. He doesn't quite have the arm. He'd be a good offensive option, too. Maybe not $17 million worth, mind you. Oh, dear God. And Kim's offense just isn't there. Hank is spirited. That's not going to help us out much with that. Trying to build it up with that, too. That's going to hurt. Kim is scholarly, though. That'd be nice. Could bat well against lefties. Chukov Kim boat. Okay. I can get behind the Chukov and Kim boat. That's for sure. That's for sure. I do like Briggs U, but he's just, I don't know, 26 is a rookie. That's asking for trouble. And if we're going to pay money, I would rather take the cheaper option. So I think it's Chukov for sure. Get the defensive option in here. And he'll replace Ketchum. It's crafty for crafty, so no losses there. And then if we go get Kevin Kim, we have a guy who could throw already. That's good. He can bat against lefties, so that's good. So if a lefty's on there, we can sit. Oh my God, we can sit Chukov, sub him in later for defense. And Kim's a switch hitter. I didn't see that. And he's scholarly, so that'll beef up that as well for us. Okay, I think that in the process. It is 3-8. He's right where he needs to be. Yeah, it can't be either both you and Chukov, that's for sure. What do you think? We can get Kim in what, say round 16 or something? Probably. We could probably wait a few rounds on him and then bring him in, because he's going to be like a steal. Wait a round or two on him. Fair enough. All right, first base. Do we stick with Seb Swolson as the starter, or do we bring in another first baseman? Because I'm a firm believer in Swolson. What do you guys think? Yeah, wait until 15? Okay. Here's Lincoln Stanley. He's right here. He can also play catcher in a pinch. So he's got that going for him, too. And he's a switch hitter. Oh, my God. Swolson, he does have bad ball hitter. That is true. Okay, so we won't get a first baseman. Although I love Lincoln Stanley. He is a fantastic generated prospect. Dominic Hoover also would have been a solid option as well. He can't run, but damn, that's impressive. I'm going to have to walk away. I did already spend so much. Hey, Wild Dog, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Hope your day's been going well. Yeah, we do need to be a little bit conservative at 45. So we're already at 45 mils. So that means Moonshada's out. We do need to have another third baseman on the roster, though. So I'm leaning towards Lee just because she actually fits the chemistries that we're trying to sign here. So I think she would be the choice. Maybe wait one more round on her and then bring her in, I think. But we do have options for Miller and Cordova if necessary. Moving to shortstop, if we're not looking to spend money, probably not get Slamus or Rodney Park. Maybe Ronan Roberts, though. He looks pretty solid. We do need a backup middle infielder, and Frazzler is going to be 29, I believe. So he is up for regression. Asherbaum is going to be 30. So I say either Roberts or Winners for that one. We can wait one round on both of them. But I think Ham is out, and Rodney's going to be out as well. Moving to left, we have Axel Torx. We don't need Buck, although I love Buck. Enrique, he's not quite what I'm looking for in a backup, though. The scholarly traits would be nice to boost up to tier 2 just in case. Maybe we could wait around on him, maybe 2. Huxley Burr would be the backup option. Because we do need 2 backup outfielders. Sort of. Yeah, I think we're going to need 2. Down for Roberts, okay, good. Maybe Burr, because he'll boost up Crafty. We have to sign Rufo because we have no center fielder. And then probably Waters. We can wait a few more rounds on him, though. He's a B-, so we can probably wait till round 16 on him. Bradshaw's the other one that we really, really want. Like, this is tantalizing. Like, Bradshaw's the one we kind of can't pass on here. We have to spend the money on her. Trey Page, sure. All right, so I think for right field, I think Bradshaw has to be the signing because we need a right fielder. I'm definitely getting her now. She's at the price point for it. 9.7. I mean, this is a wonderfully generated rookie prospect. I can't wait to try and use her. So we'll get Bradshaw now. So replace Hotto. There we go. Okay. All right, and the trait plate. Okay, so we're looking at... So Pewter Waters has no traits, but he is 19. Keep that in mind. He will develop. Rufo has high pitch and rally starter, which will be tier 2 for both of them, I believe. It might only be tier 1 now that I think about it. Tish Ballin does have utility and magic hands. That is true. She is only 24. I keep forgetting how young Tish is. Yeah, we could have a platoon role in center. I'd be okay with that. Ballin would be good defensively late in games. Waters would probably be the starter. Plus, we could just move Yips into center and have Ronan Roberts play shortstop. Think about that, because remember, Yips is a utility player now. So we can move Yips Fraser into center field. Granted, he'll have wild thrower, but that's okay. And yeah, that's true. She can play, Ballin can play at first base or the outfield if necessary. So she could back up Swolson if he's having a bad day. She can take over in left field if Torque's having a bad day, because he's not a great fielder. She could take over in right for Bradshaw if she gets hurt. Minimum debuff wild thrower. Hey, I've seen crazy things. I'd be okay with bringing Ballin in. That's not bad. Which means we wouldn't have to spend money on Rufo. We can wait another round on these guys as well. At least one or two. Rather than bringing in Rufo. Very true, because he doesn't really fit the plans. I don't think we're going to go after Hawkins. Maybe Burr. I think he would be the better choice here over Goyo. Yeah, we want to get a little bit more money back on this team. I think Burr would be the option. 4-4. We could definitely wait on Burr for a while, so no rush today or on him. Although I'll keep Goyle Star just in case. But yeah, I think we can wait one more round on the rest of these guys. So let's go ahead and go to the next round. Oh, I forgot pitching. Almost did it. I almost did it. I almost fucked it. All right, so we have Grapowski doesn't fit the bill anymore, so he's out. I like Jeffrey Jenkins for the scholarly approach. Plus, it would be another scholarly trade added to the bag. He'd be a good developable reliever with Heimlich. There is Craig, though. That is true. He's the other one I'm leaning towards, because Munstar is spirited. She's not really fitting into the plans here. Carl Craig. Rookie, disciplined with specialist and elite four-seamer. I see where you're going with this, and I like it. Should we wait? Hughes, I don't think, is fitting into the plans now either. I think it's Craig or bust at this point. Another round on him, I think. Lefty specialist. You should be, yeah. Unless your Amazon Prime expired. It has been. It might have been a month already. Yeah, it says you were. It just took your sub away, I think. Yeah, because you had the one next to your name here at the beginning of the stream. I think your 1 month has come up. Yeah, Carl Craig. That's a guy right there. That is our guy. I'm leaning towards specialist and elite four-seamer. You really can't beat that combination. You really can't. Buzz passed him as the same thing, but he's 33. Yeah, it's Carl Craig. It's Carl Craig or bust. All right, I think we can wait one more round. We have a lot of guys in front of him here, so let's go one more. All right, there, Lantana to the Nemesis. Rotonda Black to the returns to the Grapplers. Cuffingham is going to the You traitorous bitch. Not only do you want an exorbitant amount of money, you go to a division rival who we've beaten 1 out of 6 times in the first 2 years of this series. You absolute fusspot. Oh, that's going to stick an onion in the craw. Chiron Throne to the Grass Eaters, replacing Steady Eddie. think we do the math now. Okay, fair enough. Gaspar returns to the wide loads. Buffler goes to the Grass Eaters, so he's left the Jacks. Johnny Bags goes to the Grass Eaters as well. South Slinger to the wide loads. He leaves the Grass Eaters. A lot of Grass Eaters mentions here in this round. Donko leaves the Jacks. He's going to the Grapplers. Okay, he's out of our division at least. That's good. Slapper glued to the Hot Corners. Okay, good. He's off the Heaters. Turnburner goes to the Crocs. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Yeah, you just can't let me have it easy, can you? We will have about $20 million to work with here. That's true. Lou de Baziz cut by the freebooters for Dieguez resigns. Good for your freebooters. Harry Backman to the Grass Eaters, leaving the Blowfish. Freebooters then spend the money to go get the former Moose ace Gem Quilita. All right, one boy's going to be happy. Freebooters are spending money. Stitch Krapowski leaves Jacks. He's going to the wide loads. Ray's Rufo going to the Platypi. That's a division rival of the Heaters. Trip Corker, rookie right fielder to the Grass Eaters, replacing Juan Rojas. And they also get Miguel Duke from the Sirloins. Okay. So we need a center fielder now. This is true. Okay. So here's what we've come up with. Let's do the math and see what we got available. How low do each person need to get? There's still B pluses available, so I am okay with going another round on these B overall guys just to try and bring their money down. So Lee right now is 7.6. That's pretty pricey. Roberts is 7.2, also pricey. Cordova 7.1. Winters is 7. We're obviously leaning towards Roberts. Ballin right now is at 6. We can go a little longer on her being a B minus. Goyo's at 6.2. He's a B minus. Waters is a B minus as well. We can go a little longer on him. Phenomenal can be our starting third baseman. That is very true. We do not have to spend the money on Trisha Lee if we do not want to, but we do need to get Scott, our crafty trades back to tier 3. Keep that in mind. We'll have to take a closer look at third base. Why don't I just do this by position? This would have been easier. All right, so Kim right now is 3.7, so 3.7. Okay. So we could get someone like, say, Tyler Miller, who'd be 6.5. Ian's a little too old. There's not a lot of option at third base. See, Tyler Miller would probably be cheapest. Yips can play third also, that's true. And then Norm would play short. Or Roberts. Roberts could also play short, that's true. Maybe we don't get a third baseman on the roster this year. Maybe it's just Norm or bust. Or we get someone like Bertha Banks. That's cheap. Good fielder, at least. She can do something. She's got big hack. I think Bertha's going to be probably the option here. All right, so we have 3.7 for Kim. Let's say we do Bertha Banks. So let's see, that's 5.5 right now. So right now that is 12, carry the 1. That is 9.2. Wait longer for Banks? Definitely waiting. Well, let's do it real quick. So we're leaning towards Roberts over Winters. So we would need to sign Roberts within the next round or two, I think. So 7.2, that puts that at 4. That is 16.4. Already the math is not working in our favor. Going for Burr, that's 4.2. We can wait longer on him. That is 6. That is 26. So we're already over 20. Tish would be another 6. That's 26. We're already over. And then we still have Waters too. So, yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a hard one to address. Open spots do we have left? That's true. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 open spots left. So we have 20 million, say, to spend. Let's do 20.3. That's an even number to get us down to 15 mil. So 20.3, divide that by 7. We're averaging about over less than $3 million a player. Oh, I forgot Craig, too. You're right. Right now, he's 7. 7-4. I mean, if we want the arm, we would get Craig. Unless we go cheaper and get a backup. Get a mop-up guy. Although I love Craig. Like, the traits are just really hard to pass. Can we go cheaper for Gnuts? Ooh, that's true. Gnuts is 8.5. We could go cheaper. That frees up an extra $1 million. And then we go get a mop-up guy, say, for Blinder. I mean, I love Gnuts, but he's kind of nuts, but he is a one-trick pony at this point. What other relievers do we go for? Is that even an option? Well, there is Jeff Jenkins, but he'd be $6 million-ish. Yeah, so maybe not him. Jacob Marshmallow. I know he developed well for you in your 1 series, but I think he's a little too old at this point at 26 to only be a C+. Maybe, let's see, where are the relievers? I scrolled all the way by them. Let's see, there'd be Casey Hughes, who would be straight development across the board. He would be worth under $4 million. Simon Blinder could come back. He would be right about now, actually. Beans Leverage, he'd be worth about 5.6. He's close. Ali, same thing. He is Rally Stopper. Hello. Only 2 pitches, though. Amazing name, too. I guess maybe Hughes would be the other one. Yeah, if we aren't leaning in the Spirited, very true. I guess it's Hughes. Crap. Oh, crap. What does Doc have? Let's see. Where are you, Doc? Falls behind. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I mean, if we cut Gnuts, we can get Craig, which will be cheaper, and then we get Hughes. That would be friendlier on the budget. It's all coming back to that Hurley Bender signing, and thanks to management, it's kind of shot us in the foot. But it is what it is, unfortunately. All right, well, let's look. Is there anybody I would need to sign right now, or could we wait one more round? Kim, we can definitely wait another round on. I'm not rushing for him. I think it's Roberts. I think Roberts would be the one I'd be worried about losing. Get Craig for Gnuts now. That's true. Yeah, Craig would be the other one. I think those are the 2 I'm worried about losing the most. Okay. Yeah, I think those are the 2 I'm worried about losing the most. So I think Getting Craig now. What's he worth? 7.3? Yeah, let's get him now. I'm not taking the risk. Bring him in for Gnuts. Frees up another $1 million. Sorry, Almondo. Can't help me out here, kid. So now competitive is going to be down to tier 1, but that is fine because we have no competitive traits. So do not panic. Frazzler is 8-something, I believe. Maybe we get rid of Yips. I mean, I know he's bringing a lot to the table with that utility. But he is making, where are you, Yips? $9 million almost. And Asherbaum's making almost 10. Roberts for Frazzler? I'd be down for that. I mean, we are losing a utility option, that's true. And that means center field is going to be very weak this year, but I mean, development-wise, it's kind of what we need, especially since Yips is 29 now. So, yeah, I wanted to give you a shot, Yips, but it's not working out. So, yeah, let's go get Roberts. That's going to free up. What is that going to free up here? There's another Scholarly player on the board that frees up almost $2 million. So we're up to 38 mil again. Okay. Ballin is our center field backup, I think. She has maxed out utility. That's very true. If we get Scholarly all the way up, of course. All right, so let's go through our free agents again just to make sure we're not missing anybody before we sim this next round. Kim, I'm not worried about. Trisha Lee, I'm slightly worried about, but it's okay. Cordova, same thing. Miller, same thing. Bertha Banks, we can wait on her. No rush there. Winners, we don't need anymore. Goyo, we're still hanging on to for now. Burr, I'm not worried on him either. Tish Ballin, definitely got to have her back. Not worried about her. I'm not worried about Waters. And we're done on the pitching side of things almost. And I'm not worried about losing Casey Hughes. So let's go ahead and go to the next round. Yacker goes? Maybe. Maybe. But I like Yak. I love the big Yak. Lincoln Stanley, rookie first baseman to the Nemesis, replacing Mash Taters. Or Mash ain't even a free agent, so he's backing up Taters. Rhonda Horn to the Crocs, re-signing. Lane Munstar moves over to the Moose from the Jacks. Rhubarb to the Moose from the Hot Corners, replacing RH4. Moonshada to the B-Wolves, leaving the Nemesis. Sergio Slider to the Hot Corners from the Sandcats. Harmony Strauss from the Wideloads to the Blowfish. Sam Slamus from the Buzzards to the Grapplers. Walt Huckster from the Platypi to the Moose. Merle Winters, rookie shortstop to the Moose. Good thing we got Roberts, because Roberts was the same money as Winters. Give rid of Yak for Goose, get a utility infielder, but then we don't have a second baseman. Howie Caldeet to the Crocs. There you go. Brooke Rowland, rookie starter to the Moose with Meltdown. Bale Bozer to the Moose from the Wideloads. And Bo Belter from the Hot Corners to the Buzzards. What's at second base? Let's have a look before we start. We're not cutting Axel. He's staying. Seb is staying. We're not getting rid of him either. Froggo is safe. Whistle is safe. Wagyu is safe. Norm is definitely safe. Rakonda is safe. We'll have conversations about the others. All right, so Tricia is still here. I'm not worried about Kevin Kim. Banks I'm not worried about either. There's still plenty of options above her. Goyo I'm fine. Burr we're good. Ballin. 5'8". All right, I think we can go one more round on these guys. I think one more. Pewter Waters, I think we can go one more on him as well. It's going to be close. Let's see, what's at second base? What is actually at second base? Let me have a look. I haven't been paying attention. So there's Torrens, no. Cook, no. Annabella Stokes, though. You have my interest. I think it's Stokes. Base sucks. Bobbitt sucks. Miles definitely sucks. Maggie Rags, no. Laney Duarte. Griffin Ariano, and dugout fives. This is a very weak second base free agent class. Yeah, 6'7's not bad for Stokes. That's right where you want her, actually. Competitive. What's Big Yak? Big Yak is scholarly, though. And he has Sign Stealer. Yeah. We made him too good. All right, well, what do we have? We have 38 million. So let's go through this. Banks at 5.3. How do we have so many more players signed? Because we cut so many offensive players. We still need one reliever. We need 3 outfielders. That's 4. We needed a backup infielder. That's 5. Stubbs is 6. 7, 8. And remember, we would be down to 7, but instead of replacing Stubbs or Kabusler, we replace Frasler. And then instead of replacing Blinder, we replace Ganuts. So really, we should be down to 6 signings left at this point. That started our scholarly. Let's see. Left that we need to replace. That's Hawkins. No. I think... Nope. Stubbs is 1. And that's it. We need to replace one more scholarly player. How many of them are starred players or scholarly? Let's see. I know Kim is scholarly. That's 1. Kim is scholarly. Bertha is scholarly. That's 2. She's replacing Nomar, so hers is a 1-for-1 trade, so it stays right here at 4. So counting Kim, we're up to 5. Goyo is 6. Burr would be for Crafty. Ball, nope. I believe, nope, Waters is Crafty too. That's okay. Jenkins, I know, is... That would put us 1 shy, I think. Hughes is spirited. Yeah, this is very tough. I agree. We are really putting ourselves in the thick of it today. I mean, it's there. This is tough, man. All right. I'm not seeing anybody I'm worried about losing this round, except maybe Trisha Lee. But we weren't leaning towards signing Trisha Lee either. Her and probably Pewter Waters are the 2 I'm most worried about losing. But I think we can get away with Waters for 1 more round at least. If Lee goes, Lee goes. That's fine. The others are all lower rated, so let's go. 1 more. All right, let's see. Vinny Vortex leaves the Crocs for the Sawteeth. Peak Physique goes to the Heaters. Maverick Ali, the rookie, goes to the Sawteeth with Rally Stopper, but he's only a 2-pitch pitcher. Keep that in mind. Dominic Hoover, rookie first baseman, to the Crocs. That's a good signing, though he is backing up Leanne Drive. Tia Mayfair, released by the Crocs for Molly Pops. That's an upgrade. There goes Jeff Jenkins. Okay, I did not expect him to go. That's worrying. Marvin Steed to the Nemesis from the Blowfish. Buzz past him to the Wide Loads. Kenna Korn leaves the Freebooters for the Nemesis. And there goes Pewter Waters. Wow. Wow. Okay. That was a kick in the teeth right there. Sawteeth fucking me over. He's going to back up /trips. Rhiannon Cannon going to the Freebooters, spending more money on that pitching staff, I see. Then he also go get Kimmy Smoke. There goes Trisha. She's going to the Sirloins. Briggs U to the Beewolves. Burl Chinning to the Sawteeth. Spanky Wagner to the Sawteeth. Morio Shima to the Heaters. Flash Lathar cut for Dale Nail. Interesting. Beavis Ortiz to the Buzzards. Lawrence Wimple re-signs with the Nemesis. Werner Bergenberg leaves the Overdogs. Or not the Overdogs, actually. I forget who picked him up because we replaced the Overdogs. He's going to the Sawteeth as well. The Sawteeth being busy. Thunder Chump to the Grapplers. Nixon to the Nemesis. Woodburn to the Nemesis. Rodney Park to the Beewolves. Still need like 6 pots. Now we need to get the cheap players. Yeah, I think so too. Shania Burns to the Sawteeth. Yeah, because that round really just fucked all of our plans up for center field. So yeah, we start spending money now, and let's just see what the money is after the fact. Alright, so starting at catcher. Go get Kevin Kim. So I'm going to be making 3-4, so that's nice. Has contact versus lefty too, but it ain't going to be boosted much. Alright, so catcher is good. Boom. 3 outfielders. Yep, 3 infielders. Blinder. Alright, now Blinder is tough. I want to come back to his, actually. Let's do... third base, okay. Go get Bertha Banks. Not exactly a great upgrade here, but the scholarly boost is real. Bertha. So she is going to have tier 1, I think, what is that, Slowpoke? Which is fine. She's not very fast to begin with, so that's okay. Center fielder. What can we get in center? It's true. Alright, so center we can get... Hawkins can come back, which would boost Crafty back to tier 3. And then we can go get Tish Ballin, which would be a great developable option behind Valter. Burr for Ponderosa. That's what I was thinking of doing. Definitely Burr for Ponderosa. That'll boost that back to tier 3. Valter's disciplined. I think we need less discipline. Yeah, we do need less dis. Less dis. Alright, so let's go get Burr. Where are you, Huxley? That's another crafty person. Only paying $3.9 for him. That's still a steal, considering his price. Bring him in. Trade screen, sure. So we still have Cordova and Miller starred here for third base if we want to go grab them. Both will be competitive, and that would get our competitive traits back out of tier 1. So we have Goyo, who is scholarly. Power versus righty and base rounder. But we already signed a left fielder. Keep that in mind. Tish Ballin, utility and magic hands. She's disciplined, though. Maddie Batts is scholarly, but she has whiffer and noodle arm. That's not a great combination. Vendor Hawkins is crafty with little hack. We're at 25-6, and we need to make, what, 4 more signings, I think? Team trade screen. Yeah. Oh, we got to make 5 signings. We have 25 million already. Okay. That ain't great. Again, this is all coming back to that Hurley Bender signing. That's really fucking us. Mariners came back and beat the Astros. You got a Discord ping from the Y. Oh, no. Yeah, so we still need a crafty. Keep in mind, Hawkins will need to be replaced with a crafty. Otherwise, the 1-for-1 trade will not work. You don't want to look at it? Because you know it's from the Y. Oh, he's going to be rubbing it in. Hawkins. Hawkins for Hawkins, hey? He's 5'5". He's $1 million cheaper than Matty Bats. He's 5'5". Ballin is 5'7". It would be nice, that's true. It would be tier 3 boosted, too. If the plan goes through. I mean, I'm okay with bringing Hawkins back as a backup, and then Ballin could just, slide around in the outfield. Be a nice coverage girl for us. Both of them would be relatively cheap, all things considered. Where's he at? He's worth what he's worth. I mean, we're getting a discount now. He was making 6.5 last year, I think. We can get rid of him later if need be. Okay. Hawkins for Hawkins, please. Alright, so we still got 4 moves to make. We're at 20.1. We have about $10 million to spend on 4 players. You've got to be kidding me. Crap. Cheap infielders? I don't know if there is any. I know we need a backup first baseman just in case Swolson gets hurt. There's Lionel. What are Scully cheap infielder options? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. That'll be easier to go this way, actually, now that I think about it. So we have Flash Lavar, who was just released by the Nemesis, so it's going to take a while for him to get down to the price. There's Maggie Rags, who can play the outfield from second base. Lainey Duarte, one of the rookie third basemen. She can play second. 30-year-old. Has first pitch Slayer. Ali Fineair with cannon arm. She's not cheap. Enrique Goyo. Who else we got? Flash Evans. No, not feeling it. Gabby Ganez. Sucks Rags lost infield. Yeah, that would be perfect. That's it. There are not. That is all the scholarly position players we have. So we have 2 infielders who don't offer any coverage. Really, it's Flash Lavar would be the signing. But it's going to be a hot minute before he's even ready. And then there's Goyo. That's about it. Ay, ay, ay. They are really backing us into a corner here. Especially since we have all these scholarly traits, too. Ugh, this is infuriating. If we get Flash and Goyo, is that enough? It would be enough, I believe, because I think everyone else that's left on our team to be replaced, none of them are scholarly. Spirited, that's fine. That'll put us at tier 1 spirited traits. Great. Fuck. Disciplined, and I know Blinder's disciplined. Okay. Yes. If we sign both of them, it would be enough. Cheap option for Duder and Blinder. Yep. Sounds about right. Well, we have to wait on Flash. It's going to be a hot minute for him. That means we're only going to have one center fielder, one right fielder on the roster. Scholarly relievers. Ooh, good question. Let's see. Let's see. Relievers. We have Carla Tolbert with K Neglector. Franzilla, the closer, with K Collector. Jacob Marshmallow with Elite Fork. Grump Everbright with Elite Screwball. Givener. That's a starter. Doc Simpleman with Falls Behind. That's a... maybe Jacob? Oh, fuck. This sucks. And then get Tish Raffet? Yeah, I'd be fine with that. All right, let's get Jacob. He'll replace Blinder. That'll give us a little bit more length in the bullpen, too. We'll actually have a true mop-up guy. Let's do that. Are we signing Tish now, or are we waiting? I think we need to sign her now. I think I just answered my own question. Never mind. Yeah, I think we get Tish now. Same amount of money. It's fine with me. We're at 10-6, and we have 2 spots left. Oh, boy. We're failing this budget challenge. They are not going to be happy. Unless we get rid of Asherbomb. Or we get rid of Hurley. And we just say we couldn't afford the star. Bring in someone who's available. Mathis. Mathis is still available. But Bender's going to be so good with those tier 3 traits. Oh my god, that's... oh no. Oh, the sacrifices we have to make. They did say they wanted to get better. I think we can sacrifice the 10 million rule. No! Emery Berg. No, I don't like that. No, hero. You are not my hero today. Jace Kemp. Jace Kemp for Scholarly, eh? No. What are they going to do? Fire me? Yeah, that's true. I'm the only one dumb enough to take this job. Oh, crap. Yeah, I say we keep... oh, I think we need to keep Hurley. Yeah, we're keeping Hurley. We're going to go... we're blowing the budget. I don't care. They can be unhappy about the money part all day. Go pound sand. You want to win? You let me spend the money I need to spend to get this team better. Place Yak with Flash. You can sign Stokes for Duder. That's true. Well, we got to wait a while for Flash anyway, so that's going to be coming down the line, so. Oh, yeah, we don't need an outfielder. I was just checking. All right, Flash, we got a while to go on. We still need a backup first baseman, though. We do still need a first baseman to back up Sebi. This is definitely really hard, and this is going on 2 hours now. What was ownership thinking? They weren't thinking. That's the problem. Flash could back up him, true, as well as Tish. But we still have an open slot, though. All right, we're replacing Duder, who is a spirited player. So we're going to go down to Tier 1 spirited. And we're replacing Goose, who's disciplined. So we're fine and disciplined. We need to get someone for competitive because we have traits now that we're going to be down to 2 of them that are going to be Tier 1. What are those 2 tier traits? Slowpoke on Bertha, and what's the other one? First pitch Slayer on Shukov. Just go cheapest infielder. Fair enough. Dugout 5s. That would solve the competitive issue. Oh, shit. Oh, no, this is bad. This is bad. You never use Duder anyway? Fair. I think we're going to have more spirited traits than we are competitive. So I think we need spirited at Tier 2. Oh, we got Boomer. Boomer. Duder, no. Electro. Hello, Eduardo. You have my attention. True. Got Pooch. Ian Fielder would be an option. Hello, with Tier 3 Spirited. With Tier 3 Utility on a man who can play all the infield positions at 33 years old. Ian, my Lord and Savior, how are you doing today, sir? I think we just found an answer to our problems. Do I sign him now, or do you think we can wait? It could be gotten cheaper. True. What else we got? Fred Bobbitt. He has Sprinter, though. Yeah. No. I also would be fine with Electro. I wouldn't mind an extra shortstop. Ah, there's one boy's boy, Guns Jackman. He's a free agent. Guns Jackman. I want to see where he goes, actually. Let's star him. Yeah, because we're going to go get Flash, because Flash is going to be the last scholarly piece that we need. All right, Cordova, Diggler, Leverage, Spike Pena, Monstor, Fabulo, Emery Bird replaces Rushmore on the Beewolves, Tolbert to the Pigs, Stokes goes to the Sirloins, okay. Holmes to the Wild Pigs, that's a division rival. Mathis to the Beewolves, Goyo to the Buzzards, there goes Goyo. Rockman to the Pigs, Strikes to the Grapplers, Big Country to the Grapplers, Boo Lewis to the Jacks, Rawner to the Grapplers, Candy Sweet to the Freebooters, ew. Blinder to the Jacks, ooh, that's a division rival, okay. Buck Berger to the Grapplers, Turlington to the Beewolves, DeGame to the Hot Corners, Lovelorn to the Beewolves, Def Weddams to the Freebooters, Perry Quaker going to the Freebooters, replacing Patience Evergreen, Stewart to the Grapplers, Tough Lift returns to the Jacks, and Find Air returns to the Grapplers. Ledar, a while to go on him. Ian Fielder, he would be decent. Electro 4-4. Hank Hart to the Moonstars, Perez to the Blowfish, Chris to the Sirloins, Tyler Miller to the Buzzards, Bugsy Snugs to the Blowfish. There goes Jackman, he's going to the Blowfish. Did I sign Marshmallow? I did sign Marshmallow, he's on the roster. Casey Hughes is signed, we were looking at him for a while. Goes to the Moonstars, Lucy Finnegan's to the Buzzards, Willie Bacon to the Beewolves, Franzilla to the Sirloins, Filet Jones to the Platypi, Drew Carter, she is going to the Buzzards, Nate Hankey to the Beewolves. Yes, I believe I did. Yes, Jacob is on the roster. We're good. Leather, we have got a while to go for you, my friend. Ian's at 5-1. Thurman Colt to the Jacks. Nothing in 19. Nothing in 20. How long do we push our luck here? Ian's at 4-8. It's getting there. He's at 4-8. Where's Flash? Flash has a while to go still. And Electro's still out there too. Do we want to keep going or do we want to sign one of them now? Where is Electro anyway? Electro's at 4. That's pretty good. You know what? One more. There goes Lloyd Cook to the Pigs for Betty Sparks. Are we signing Leather for Yak? No, because that's not going to get Scholarly to Tier 3. Doing that for that would put us one shy of Scholarly. So we're signing probably him for maybe El Dorino's spot. Yeah, Lothar's at 7. We could get Rags. We're definitely going over, aren't we? Oh, yeah, definitely. There's no doubt about it. We're definitely going over. I will be willing to sacrifice the money aspect just to meet all the other quota that they wanted for us to get younger and stuff. That is true. I do have Norm. He'd be the utility option. Another extra outfielder wouldn't hurt. She is cheap. That is true. We would be double dipping into Scholarly. Yeah, we could... I don't know. I kind of just want to go... That's a tough sell. I kind of just want to stick with Leather. That's kind of what I want to do, yeah. Because Electro keeps Spirited at Tier 2, which I'm fine with. Yeah, Rags is redundant with Tish on the team. It doesn't make sense to have her here. Electro at 3-9. I'll take him now. I'll take him now. Fine with that. There goes Goose, picked up by the Sirloins, as well as Taylor McWales. All right, you flash 6-1. Still got a little bit. Akiro to the Grapplers for Dela Cruz. Rocky backstop to the Buzzards, being replaced by Sting McGee. Replace him with Fielder if he gets cheaper than Electro, that's true. I keep forgetting he's there. Where you at, Ian? Ian. 4-6. Got a little bit more to go on him. Gnuts goes to the Blowfish. Frazer to the Jacks. Arches to the Blowfish for BH3. Ava Blanc to the Heaters for Murky Nubs. Wubbles Simpleman to the Jacks. And Ponderosa's going to the Crocs as well. He's replacing Bubba Blastman. Okay. Others at 5-3. He's very close. Very close. Kelby King to the Moonstars, replacing Yvette Victorino. I have one. Let's go one more. RH4 to the Beewolves. They also get Bubkins and Kingman. Bobby Odor to released by the Blowfish for Griffin Ariano. And Evans to the Beewolves. Okay. $4-9. That's what we waited for. Where is Ian? He's at 4-4. He's getting there, too. He's almost down there. But, yeah, let's get that tier 3. Let's go ahead and get it. There we go. Perfect. Not bad. We did it. We actually did it. We are down to $1.8 million. We spent $70-some million. Oh, no. We're going to hell. Oh, my God. That took 2 hours. Check Fielder, then. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Hopefully you're still here. That took a lot longer than I expected, but there was a lot to work through. All right, he's still there. Guy Gold was the last roster move. He comes in to replace Wally Bacon on the Pigs. No worries, no worries. You're responsible for that taking so long. Well, you brought up a lot of good points, and you did keep us reminded of how long we have to go. Fielder's still at 4-3, so we have a while to go on him still, apparently. Just got to see if we can get him down to that 3-9, and then we can bring him in for Electro. Does not appear to be a lot of youth out here in the free agent pool. There is Misano. That's it. The Jace Kemp, rookie starter, is still out here with Scott Ollie. He could be a backup option. Really wanted to stay within budget. We had to sacrifice it. If we wanted Hurley Bender with both of these traits, tier 3, max boosted out, then we had to make the sacrifice on the money. That's the only way we could look at that. They got their star. And we got a guy who's got tier 3 boosted traits. We got Carl Craig with tier 3 boosted traits now. Marshmallow has tier 2, trying to go for tier 2 boosted consistent, but he is a tier 3 boosted trait. Hope ownership understands they should be. If we can prove it to him with wins, we should be fine. But I say, like, maybe we put a stipulation that if we reach the halfway mark of the season and we don't have a winning record and we're not even close to 500, we have to cut Bender. I think that would be fair. They are going to be insane. Hopefully it actually translates well to paper. All right, so our first matchup is against those fucking Crocodons again. When Moose win opening day 12-7 against the Jacks, and then the Wide Loads lose to the Grapplers 4-2. We are taking on the Crocs. Is this a double header? It is. Of course it is. All right, Bender will be on the mound against Maurice Brick. That is a marquee pitching matchup. And then Froggo versus Vern Turnburner in Game 2. All right, we're going to Whacker's Wheel, folks. Let's do it. That'll be next episode. It'll be an opening doubleheader. Schaefer will then take on the Hot Corners, and then Tacoby will take on the Platify, and then we start simming. Okay. Now the next doubleheader after that is against the Jacks. Play the Buzzards in the doubleheader. Shaka. Oh, why, God? And then Tiger Den 2. Great. The two worst stadiums in the same season. Fantastic. Still watch the YouTube video and comment for you. That's fair. Love it. All right, but that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Offseason is done. We made a lot of roster moves, more than I expected. I planned to make only 9 today, and we ended up making a lot more than that because a couple extra people tested free agency. Let's see who we brought into the team. We have new starting catcher Evan Chukov, who is a first-pitch slayer expert. He is crafty. He's a defensive catcher. Backing him up is rookie Kevin Kim. The 19-year-old is a scholarly player with contact versus lefty, so he'll get that nice boost against left-handed batters. We'll probably see him play a lot of lefty pitchers. Sebi Swolson returns as the first baseman. Big Yak will remain at second. I'll bring in backup infielder Flash Leather from the Nemesis. He will be giving us a little bit extra depth there on the bench in the infield for defense. He also boosts up our scholarly traits to Tier 3. Bring in veteran third baseman Bertha Banks from the B-Wolves. She will be splitting time with Norm Phenomenal at third base. Rookie shortstop Ronan Roberts replaces Yips Frazzler. We have Eduardo Electro, who's going to offer some bench depth. He replaces Goose Caboosler. Axel Torque is one of the only 2 returning outfielders from last year's squad. We also bring in rookie Huxley Burr, the 19-year-old, who can play all the outfield positions. He's a decent contact bat with decent fielding and decent arm already to start on his first day. Vinder Hawkins returns. He is now the backup in center field, or he is actually primary in center field. Backing him up will be Tish Ball, the former Sirloins outfielder, who's a great defensive expert and a good runner, but that's about it. And she has maxed out utility. Love to see that. Cracks are in for a rude awakening. God, I hope so. Bring in rookie right fielder, 19-year-old Lyra Bradshaw. She's a really well-rounded prospect there in right field. The only thing she doesn't really do well is field, but it's right field. You can't really fuck up right field unless you're Jose Canseco and you let a ball hit yourself in the head over the fence, but that remains to be seen. Hurley Bender is our new ace of the pitching staff, as he was the big star that the ownership wanted us to go get. So here you go, guys. It cost me all of my budget, so hopefully you enjoy. Froggo Balanstandos is now relegated to number 2 duties, which is fine. He was forced into the ace role last year, and it didn't go so well. Wissel Schaefer, the second-year pitcher, returns, as well as Waggy Tacoby for his 3rd season. He now drops back down to the number 4 spot in the rotation, which is where he probably should have been instead of the number 2. Norm Phenomeno returns. The 2-way player will probably be our primary third baseman moving forward, but he could also split time at first base with how low-rated Seb Swolson is. But if I had a choice, I would rather start him at third over Banks than over Swolson. Rita Raconda returns in the bullpen as the ace of the relief staff. Mop-up man Jacob Marshmallow was picked up from the Nemesis in free agency. We brought in rookie 26-year-old lefty specialist Carl Craig with a very, very powerful fastball. And we return Horace Heimlich as well. That is going to do it for this episode, guys. This 2-hour video was a fun one to get through, as we tried to make management happy with all their stipulations. Unfortunately, we did have to go over the budget restrictions that they set for us, but we got him a star player. We did not have to bring in a 2-way player because none of them existed. We got younger as a team as well. Our average age has gone down quite a bit. And I feel like we're a more competitive team than we were last year. The offense is a bit weaker, but we'll work with it. Pitching is now off the charts in the starting staff, and the bullpen actually is a little bit better as well. Defense is off the charts as well, so let's see if this is the combination, the max-boosted scholarly and crafty route to guide us to victory. Tune in next time when we have a doubleheader on opening day against the Crocodons. Yeah, that is true. We can always go back down to Tier 2 crafty with only 5 traits now for crafty players, so I am thinking about that, and I will keep that in the back of my mind. Thank you for reminding me, Scootsy. I appreciate it. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. If you made it this deep, thanks so much. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. And also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout out to Scootsy, One Boy, and Wild Dog for tuning in during the stream and chatting with me throughout, especially Scootsy for giving me advice on how to make these roster moves and trying to keep me in budget, which failed miserably, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. I appreciate it nonetheless. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Until then, this is a nasty one. Signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.